Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bizchicks TV. This is the place to be for tips, tools, strategies, and everything that you need to build a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle from your hustle. Today is Tuesday. The Digital Diva is in the house, live and in person, all the way from New York City. We've got Terry Johnson online, and she's here to talk to us today about systems that save. So, Terry, take it away.
All right, welcome everybody to another week of marketing talk where we talk about topics. We talk about marketing topics, but we keep it current. And that's one thing I think people don't realize is that, and this is one of the things I hate when I'm searching online or I discover somebody talking about marketing, social media marketing, anything like that, that they're bringing up old information. And that bothers me because I see the complaints. And there's more complaints now than ever about, especially about Instagram, that these things don't work. And I see stuff about the perfect time to post. And that just burns me up because I've said there's no perfect time to post. It's think of the news before cable news showed up. What was the news before cable news showed up? Three channels, right?
Yep.
And then here comes CNN. So guess what? The TV doesn't go off at 2 a.m. anymore. There's
No.
somebody up 24/7. So we're used to that now. But there was a time when I was a kid, I remember that you didn't get the information that you get now. So what does that mean? It means the information has to be current. So you can't listen to what was said when there were three channels and an antenna. Now you listen to not even the TV. You can go to Facebook, whatever your choice. Your choice. This is the key. Your choice. Okay. Now, what does this have to do with system that save? I'm going to get to that, but let me talk first about this phenomenon called Risa Tesla or Risa Tisa, however they say her name, that we talked about last week because it ties into the creator economy, it ties into the system that save. So just a recap was this woman in Atlanta that met this man before the pandemic and they had to move in and they bought a house and they got married and it's 50 parts on TikTok. I didn't even watch all 50 parts because honestly somebody did a recap and I read that. So I was like, I don't have the time to do that. But obviously there are people that
Have
have.
the time.
Also, we talked about the club Shay Shannon Sharp uh what is he calling it? A conversation talk show, night show. I don't know what he's calling it. And his conversations are like 3 hours, but because of the people that he has on, certain of his YouTube episodes, they have high views. Like his Cat Williams one is the highest one. I think it's 60 million views. I'm not sure. I didn't check the notes or the numbers. But there's something happening, and I've been talking about it with creator economy. We're in the beginning of it, and I think I said last week that the who the f did I marry lady didn't she doesn't have a system in place. Let me say that she doesn't have a system in place, and what I'm discovering just from seeing her stuff and seeing other people talk about it and making this a master class and this and that, and I'm just like, you guys are just okay, enough. But she doesn't have a system in place to take advantage of this virality or whatever we want to call it. Because when you go to her link in bio, it's excuse me, it says, sorry, something just flew in my throat. It says Cash App. Cash App. Excuse me. I got the window open. It's hot in New York. Something just flew in. This is how New York is. There's stuff flying around. Um, if you go to her TikTok, excuse me. Let me take a minute.
So we're going to go to her TikTok and see her. Um, Reese. Oh, here she is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
Her TikTok says that, yeah, her link in bio goes straight to her um, Cash App. There is
mm-hmm.
there's no other way to connect with her. No.
Right, and it's only been maybe 10 days, or I'm not sure. It's a small amount of time. She didn't plan for this to go viral. She was just telling a story because, I'm not sure of her reasons. I have to go and watch. She put up a video today, but what's happened in the time that we talked about her last Tuesday, she got into the TikTok creator fund to get monetized because she wasn't there. So she couldn't get monetized on all the millions of stuff before she got in. She got in, and then people started talking about, well, she's making $500,000, and people were guesstimating how much she made being on the creator fund. And then other people come and said, TikTok doesn't pay like that. You guys, what are you talking about? So there was a back and forth. And then something happened where she got demonetized, kicked out of the creator fund. And she has a video about it. I don't know the details because I'm not sure about. I don't pay attention to creator funds because those are for influencers that have nothing to do with business owners, because we're here to have a system to where we get attention and we talk about what we talk about. We get you into our system and then you buy from us. That's what we do. So influencers don't do that. They want to be in the TikTok creator fund, or the Snapchat had a fund that, remember, last year, the year before, it was $1 million a day. And so they want those funds. They want YouTube partnership to get paid off the ad, and it's pennies on the dollar. And they want that. Whereas if you have a business, you get much more because you're not doing that. You're not depending on YouTube to pay you. You're not depending. It's nice that, okay, yeah, if you get a YouTube channel and you get whatever, that's fine, because Roberto Blake talks about it. He gets, but that's not his main bag of it. That's not his main stream of income, and he's very honest about that. That it comes from affiliate marketing, and he has an academy, so he gets direct money. He says the YouTube money is fine, but that's not. That's like 10 cents and here's $1 to him. So people like that do not focus on the fund because they pay pennies per view. All right, so now let's get back to Gail King talked about her on CBS this morning. Good. I'm gonna have to find that because I like watching Gail.
And then Dr.
Todd,
Tati,
go ahead.
yeah, Dr. Tati said we got to do better than Cash App. She needs to put up a Patreon. And these creator funds will never pay you what you are worth.
Ta-da! Thank you, Dr. Todd, because she knows. Put that back up. The creator funds will never pay you what you're worth. For the amount of effort you put into making these videos, you will never get what you deserve. And I'm not laughing at these people, but it's just, okay, you're making content and you're burning out. And I've seen people burn out. There's somebody I follow on YouTube that they quit last year, burnt out. And they were making, getting on the treadmill, content, making videos, because they think if they stop, the money dries up. See, again, I'm depending on YouTube. So YouTube wants content. Meta wants content. TikTok wants content. That's what they sell, content. Dr. Tati said I got paid $30 once from IGC. It's like they are, I don't want to call them that. They're looking at the little bit of crumbs of bread that fell from the table instead of jumping up to the table and getting the whole loaf. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening. And I can't fault them because their tunnel vision is the little crumbs that fell down, because it's easy. It's easy. The crumbs all you got to do is get it. It's easy. So, for example, I'm just thinking of this. Yesterday, my cat, I'm playing around with the cat, and I got these little treats, and she loves the treats. BB loves the treats. And I used to just hold my hand and I was like, wait a minute, this cat can jump there. So I put it up high and was like, okay, trying to train her, put a little effort into getting your treat because she loves them. So I had to, a couple times, hey, up here, up here, up here. And she refused to figure out, and cats are smart. They figure out how to jump from A, B, C, D to get whatever they want. But because she was so used to me feeding her, she didn't put the effort in. So I was like, okay, we're going to do this today. You're going to put some effort in to get this treat. And it sounds cruel, but it's not because the cats are smart. So I'm not pushing her to her full potential. Because, if you've ever seen shows like these talent shows, they have cats that come on and they have 50 cats and they jump and they spin and they somersault and they trapeze. And that's because of a treat. They teach the cat to get a treat, to go here, to go here, to go here, and they do the thing. It's mind, not mind control. What is it? Behave, something with behavior.
Behavior.
So I said that because when little things pop in my head like that, I just say it. But it's because they're looking at the little thing in front of them, the little treat, the little carrot that TikTok says, hey, you can get, and we're like, yes.
And I think the word
Yes,
you're
the
looking for
rewards.
is
Yes,
the
yes.
reward.
And I wasn't doing it to be cruel. I was just like, wait a minute, I'm making it too easy for you, BB. I gotta make this. We gotta have some entertainment here. Not that you're going to be doing the circus, going in the cat circus or whatever thing is with the animals, the training.
Yeah, Mark said I was supposed to get $50 from IG, but I didn't have it set up to receive it. I didn't see it for a month and lost it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said,
see?
I will scale walls for a
cookie. Because see, this is the thing with Mark. And I sent you something today that I had meant to send you before. I don't know if you saw it in IG, so let me know. We can discuss it later if you saw what I sent you. But it's you're I want yes, let's put the what was it? Yes, here this. Cats will scale walls to get those treats, those rewards.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. And we talked about this a lot. We talked about it on Friday with the I have it stuck in my head. The lady from the the Black Lady sketch show. I forgot her name. That it got canceled, but she has such a good show. She has good content, and it's just dying on the vine because they're waiting for Hollywood.
Oh.
And I'm saying you're waiting on Hollywood, the crumb on the floor, and look up on the table. There's a fresh loaf of bread right there. I got to jump up and get it. That's why I brought the cat in to jump up and get Robin Thede. Okay, so we're in this world where the distribution is in our hands. It's in the consumer's hands, but everybody is not picking up. The remote fell off the couch on the floor and you're too lazy to pick it up. I'm trying to get some analogies of it's never been easier. And why? That's why I talk about the generations and what they watch. And that's why I talked about why YouTube is the most popular platform with Gen Z over Netflix. Over Netflix. Because I was reading all these articles in the last couple of weeks about Netflix is the king of this. Netflix ain't the king of nothing. YouTube is for Gen Z, for millennials. It just looks like IG is, that's where they're all. That's why I like to bring these studies. That's why I like to look at what Pew is saying and the one that comes out in March about the podcasting, and there's a couple others. But it's because of this. And we talked about didn't we just show the chart about the smartphone? I think it was 69%.
Yeah. The smartphone was the major device that people used.
It wasn't the smart TV.
Nope, it was a phone.
And I bring these things up because we tie them all together into I have something to say. Who do I say it to? How do I say it? And where do I say it? That's real simple. I'm trying to make it really simple. So getting back to Risa Tisa, whatever her name is, that she has a week later, and I don't know. I don't want to be too hard, because then there's people that say you're too hard, and then there's people that you're too soft. That's why I brought up the cat thing, because it was the what I'm trying to get at. So the information is there. It's online. You can go to Google and type in something, and whatever you want comes up. You can go to ChatGPT and ask it to give you a strategy. Hey, I'm trying to monetize my stories. That's all you got to say. You can go, if you don't want to pay, if you don't want to use the free version of ChatGPT and you want the 4, Bing is not Bing. Copilot is free. I used it today. I was like, wow, I was amazed. I was amazed at Copilot. I start using that thing more. But the tool is there. You have to pick it up. You have to jump on the table. You have to pick up the screwdriver to build the house. And there's a thing that, okay, well, I can't do it. What used to be true in the past, years ago, if you wanted to start a business, you had to go to the bank with a business plan and ask them for money and hire somebody to make you a logo and all those cool things, where you don't have to do any of that. One thing you need is a link in bio, and I've said that before. That's when I say systems that save, I'm not thinking of a big room full of computers with 50 people in it. I'm saying one little thing, and you can get it free. Everything you want to do to start out can be free.
Yep.
Everything. Give me a problem, and I'll show you where the free one is. And you use that until you build up the budget to get the paid one, because the paid one is better. It gives you more. It's going to give you more tools, more bells, more whistles. It's going to do more for you. But you're saying, well, I can't pay. I'm trying to think of something that's like, I looked at the price and it was astronomical. Some tool, not Agorapulse, something else. I can't remember, but I was like, it's a lot of money per month, which can deter people. And I'm like, well, right. You got to crawl before you walk.
True. And the simplified systems, let's see, we got a comment here.
Okay.
This Facebook user says that's right. And if you'll put your name in there,
the group, StreamYard won't show us your name. So
yeah.
And
so if you are using, there's always, most platforms or most tools have a free version that you can start out on.
Yes.
So that you can get familiar with it, see if it works for you before you start investing big bucks, right?
Okay. And while we're doing that, while we're waiting for Facebook user, I'm going to ask, I wrote this down because I wanted to get some answers. Risa Tisa, does she have a personal brand? Question mark. Anybody want to give me an answer? Your opinion. Yes or no is good.
I think this deserves some what is that thing? Jeopardy music.
Yeah. Does she have a personal brand right now? Not in the future. I mean, like right today.
Put your answer in the chat.
StreamYard, gotta love it. Because I want to know. I mean, because I give you my opinion, but I want to know what you guys think based on, if you've seen Risa Tisa, if you haven't, or if you've heard the stories about her, because she's in the stories. She's on Gayle King, not Good Morning America, CBS This Morning, Rolling Stone did an article. They all of the major newspapers, major media outlets that picked this up. BMW is talking to her because she had a wish list of the cars that she wanted, and she told her husband, and she wanted to go to Paris and London, and now she's getting those things all through her TikTok. She's even verified now on TikTok. Now, I did not check to see if she was on other places. No, you
So,
heard the story.
and then
You
she's
mean okay? You mean her title? Who the TF did I marry? She can't use that. We said last Friday or last week that's a show. It was a Discovery show. Came out in 2011. Who the bleep did I marry? Max. It's on Max now. That's how I found it. It's on Max. So she cannot trademark copyright that title. But she can do something else. She could go by her name. Everybody knows that. And this is what I'm saying about I haven't heard that who the TF did I marry anymore. When I go places online, it's all her handle.
Mhm.
So she could use that. Now, does she have a personal brand? Nobody wants to give me a yes or a no. What do you think, Fran?
I don't think she does, because
You think she does or you don't?
I don't think she does. Like a website or something that will lead you to whatever she's doing, her stuff.
Right. She doesn't have one now. She can have one now. She could have had one 6 days ago or 7 days ago. And like I said, I don't want to be hard on her, but the information is there, or you can ask a tool, or you can just she could still right now shout out into the void of social media, help, I need to make this a personal brand. Like 1 million people will inbox her. She has the potential. And like I said, it's a link in bio, but it's much more. Systems will save you. She wasn't planning on going virtual. She just putting out her story. But what happened? She connected. You see?
Yeah.
With a group of people.
There was a lot of people who resonated with what she was putting down.
Who did she connect with first? Before the Rolling Stone, before Gail, she connected with Black women in her age group. Because they connected with the dating, with the marriage, with the things she went through. That's why they watched all 50. And guess what those women did? They talked about it.
Yeah, everybody, they started talking about it. Yeah. Mark said Reese's Pieces, where she could.
I can't say anymore. That's it. She can call it something. But she's got the attention. She's got the ingredients for the meal are here. Yes, okay, it's great to get the Cash App. That's a crumb on the floor. I'm talking about the bread on the table.
Right, because how is somebody going to reach her? We don't have any other way.
Here's the thing. So she's talking to I'm not sure, because there's a video up now. She put an update today. I didn't watch. If she's talking to BMW about getting a car, no. Talk about a brand deal. Get the car. And actually, she can get the car in the brand deal. And the brand deal, I don't mean $500 a post. I'm talking $50K, $100K. Boom. Or more. That's Mario Armstrong about it.
So pretty much, she's bypassed the regular gatekeepers, and BMW came straight to her and said, because they would put an ad or something on every post she has.
They could do that. They could make content with giving her the car. Do you remember when I talked about, and this came up, I don't know how I found one of my old things, my old videos. Do you remember the man on the skateboard with the ocean spray? This is before the pandemic, so our vision might be cloudy, our memories might be cloudy. There was a guy going to work to a warehouse on a skateboard. Does anybody remember that? If not, I want to bring it up.
Okay. Please do refresh.
Yeah. I should have. I'm sorry, guys. I should have had it here already. Let me see. We need some Jeopardy music or something.
Okay, some Jeopardy. Here we go. Stand by.
I gotta do better on having my links queued up.
Yeah, not a problem.
I got so many.
I think I found it. Well, something like it. It's a
Okay,
YouTube.
it's
Oh no, there you
it's not on TikTok anymore. It's on Instagram. It was removed from TikTok. And his name, I got it. Okay, I got it. Hold on. Because I was looking for it on TikTok. It wasn't there. I have a tool that measures engagement on social media posts. This engagement that he has pinned to his Instagram profile is 83% engagement. It has 12.5 million views, 38.2K comments. And hold on, let me stop because it will just start playing. I don't want it to play like, oh, I want it to be bigger. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Okay, let me just share this because then I'm trying to figure out how to bring it up. And I talked about this guy. I can't read. I think it was 2016, 2017. Like I said, before the pandemic. And I remember this guy, Ocean Spray, went crazy for him and gave him a whole bunch of Ocean Spray. Okay, so it's Dogface 208 is what it was, what he is, but here's his post.
You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down?
Anybody remember this?
It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. Now here you go.
Anybody remember that? Nobody remembers?
I didn't see that back then, but I got a couple of questions. How
we did a video. We did a show on it. Way back. I think it was 2016. Dr. Tosh says I love this guy.
I want to know how he riding a skateboard and not spilling that stuff. But that's another.
Yeah, but see, but do you see? It was something about his car broke down. His car got something sad story. He was going to the warehouse and just feeling free, playing. I think is this Rumors or Fleetwood Mac Rumors. I think it went so viral on, and this was the early days of TikTok. It went so viral that Fleetwood Mac that song rose up the charts because of TikTok.
It's called Dreams.
Yeah, it's called Dreams. I know it was Rumors, Dreams, something. And Ocean Spray saw that I don't think he tagged them. People were talking about it so much that Ocean Spray, their social media team, I said they're on it, that they found this guy and they, they gave him Ocean Spray, all the stuff that they did. Unfortunately, he's an example of not having a system to save you because I think some of the content that I saw, he was just making content, and I'm not sure what's going on with him, but it's not the possibility of a brand like with Risa. And again, some people don't see this. I have to be gracious. I have to let that be the thing where we see it because we talk about business all the time. I think business all the time. There's a lot of people don't do that, but you're in a position now to where the door is wide open. Creator economy. That's what I keep saying. Creator economy, because there are people that are, okay, you're losing your job. Things are happening. I read an article this week about college graduates, like the percentage that aren't in their job, they're working fast food or a call center after they spent all this money on college. And so some of the people were saying you should go to trade school, you should do this and you should do that. But what I'm saying is that the opportunity is here for different things. The knowledge is here to pick up. The bread is on the table, but we're looking at the crumbs.
Mm-hmm.
Does everybody understand what I'm saying? about this, because I feel, and I've been thinking about this for a while, that division is not being seen. This opportunity,
So,
when people want this opportunity.
so are you telling us to get prepared before the opportunity hits? Like,
Well, okay. Now that's what I'm saying. I've been weighing this for a while. And I'm not blaming recent teeth. I'm just saying that, okay, it's been a week. That Cash App should have been a link bio to email. I'm not sure if she's talking brand deal sponsorships. I see a lot of comments. Like I said, people are using this as a masterclass and blah, 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 and multiple streams of income. The not the tools, the words, the buzzwords that I hear all the time, and some people use it and they don't understand what they're saying, but I do. But what I'm saying is, she has the opportunity for a personal brand to go beyond the Cash App. Does that make sense to what I'm trying to say?
yeah.
So
I
that's why I said, does she have a personal brand right now? No. She just has that link to the Cash App. She's getting a free trip to, no, those are nice. What happens when you go on the trip and come home? What happens when she gets that BMW? She has to pay you have to pay taxes on it. Another thing that people don't realize as influencers, anything that you're gifted is taxable.
Yeah.
So do you want to pay the taxes on BMW? I mean, maybe she can. I'm just saying. I'm not in her pockets. But there's potential here to get much more to, okay, when tax time comes next year and they say, well, you got this BMW, girl, you got to pay whatever K, and she's going to freak out. But, oh, no, I'm good because I got this brand sponsorship. I got this thing. I got this affiliate link. I'm thinking octopus, the arms of an octopus. This is how this goes, and people don't see all of the different roads and paths, the spokes of a wheel that you can do with this. That's all I'm trying to say. And I'm trying to get it out of my head to make sense to everybody here.
So it seems like if she can't do it herself, she needs to get somebody to help her build the system.
Yes. So also, I've seen one of her videos. She shouted out some person that's making her t-shirts and not even for her. The person is making t-shirts off of her phrases.
Right.
So here's another opportunity of she should be doing that.
Right. But because the other person, she doesn't have anybody, doesn't sound like she has anybody who can guide her along this path, that somebody who she don't have a TJ to say, hey, well, you need to do A, B, C, D.
But there's plenty. All she got to do is say help, and like a million people will drop out of the sky to guide her in different ways. That's why I always talk about strategy and planning. And again, she didn't know that this was going to do what it was going to do. But at the bare minimum, that's why I say, everybody, please put people on your mailing list. Even if, and this is the other thing I hear, I'm not a business. I don't know. It's not about business. It's about you caught a fish, reel it in.
Right. So
you caught a shark or you caught a little minnow, reel it in, because you may be able to use that list in the future for a brand deal, for sponsorship with a corporation, or even if you decide to sell your ebook, and these are a lot of things that she could make on her own, because there's tools that do it called Canva. You don't have to break the bank and hire somebody. Oh, I can do your ebook for $10,000. Those days are gone. That's why I say, if you give me a problem, I'll give you the solution. That's free. Until you get to that part, till you cross the river to, well, I can pay for the I'm trying to think of this tool that everybody uses. ConvertKit. That's what it is. I was trying to think of the name of ConvertKit. Very expensive, but it's a great tool.
Right. But there are tools that she can use.
There are other tools. Until you get to, the big show of ConvertKit. I think it's like $100-something a month or $200. Something. There are tools out there where they do what you want to do, but they're like $300 a month or whatever.
Right.
And that's fine. I'm not putting that down. I want to get to that level where I can pay that easily without going at the credit. When credit card, what? This costs what? That's what I'm talking about. Let me show you her. Let me bring up her TikTok. And this, let's look at this. This is the okay. So this was 4 days ago. Thank you at Designs by Alicia. She tagged the person for making these. She is graciously accepting orders. Here's a link. But why is she graciously stepping out and using your words? These are all her words from the series.
Right.
Know what I mean? These are her
Okay.
words.
Look, she better be writing me a check from a portion of them sales.
Printable, print on demand. I can go and set this
oh
up
my
myself.
gosh.
I can set this up myself.
And she just needs okay. You can go to, where did you say? Canva.
Canva does it. Printable,
print the t-shirt,
Redbubble. There's a bunch. There's another one with a P. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah,
yeah. And what you do is, I'm about to step out of style with my line, and the link. Hey, get your t-shirt now from me, not this person.
Right.
Okay. Now look at the comments. People are in here giving her suggestions for t-shirts. Can we get I wash all 50 parts t-shirt? Risa, we need a movie starring Eddie Murphy playing all Allegiance parts. We need a United Nations of red flags or something t-shirt. Did you see what I'm talking about? Okay.
Taking her well, it's not trademarked yet, but taking her.
Well, those phrases are. She could trademark those because she said them out of her mouth.
And she said them first before other people.
Mm-hmm. Carlos has some comments. Morning, Carlos.
Yeah, give me that BMW. I'll sell it and pay my taxes and buy a cheaper car.
Didn't I just say the octopus, all arms, wheels? There's all kind of things to do here.
Carlos said, I'm working on my line as we speak.
Yep. Here's the line of merch.
I have about 20 products already.
Here's a line of merch.
And see, the merch line is a thing. People will buy merch. I'm like, I started playing golf recently. It is amazing.
In the comments, every TikTok video she has is a customer. Why? Right. Because they're there.
And they are sitting up there. Ooh, wonder what she's gonna say next. And
look at what was in there. I want the t-shirt. I want the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Are those customers?
Yes.
I'm not gonna go in there and say I want the blah 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 unless I got the money. I'm waiting for you, girl. I'm telling you to make what I want.
And there should be a link on that post that take them to a mini little store.
Not this other person. Not this other person.
I can look. I can have her store up in about 4 hours. I'd have her store up.
And what and how you get people to say, hey, did you watch the Risa Tisa series? You want to here you go, and they'll buy it because it does right now. They want it from her, but if you put the carrot in front of them, what are they doing?
They're gonna go get that. And so what I hear you saying too is that we don't want to be like fidget spinners, right? Where fidget spinners was like really hot and everybody was trying to do them. People was like, well, I'm gonna make me one. Where are fidget spinners now?
Strike while the iron is hot. It's going to go cold. It's going to go cold. That's why I brought up the ocean spray guy. It's going to go cold. And what are you going to do?
Wow.
Okay. Now, she's got the thing that everybody wants. She's got attention. I'm not even talking about virality. I'm talking about attention. She had to get the attention of an audience first, her audience, like-minded people like her. Coming to, hey girl, let me tell you my story. Isn't this a kicker? You're gonna laugh, thinking maybe 500 people would watch. Right? I think somebody said how many followers she had before this, and she was like, "Oh, this will be a little laugh for my little 1,000 followers or whatever," and blah blah. But see, now we're talking like 6 days later. We're talking 10 days later. Yeah, she put the link to. Oh, I made a playlist. Yes, that's great. You need to be capturing emails because again, here it is. You may not know the plan, you may not have the system in place, but if you got the link that takes them to an email to sign up, and MailChimp,
Right.
it's free. Okay, MailChimp
Yep.
is free. So I think
For
it's
the
2,000. Is it 2,000?
2,000 a month. You're up to a 2,000 or something, but there are too many email programs that are like $10 a month
Free.
or something else. Yeah.
Right. So I'm trying to lower the barrier. I'm trying to put that, that hurdle that you got to jump over. I'm putting that thing to the ground with
All you gotta
free.
do is step over.
Because you ever the riches is in the niches, whatever they say, the money's in the list. This is what it's meant by the money's in the list.
Right.
She can put people on her email list. She can notify them when she gets a Patreon. She can notify them when she makes an ebook. She can notify them when she starts a podcast. She can notify them when she starts a merch line. She can notify them when she starts a course on relationship, how to spot red flags, how to the door. There are so many spokes on this wheel, and you don't even have to think of all of them. ChatGPT, Copilot, you pick a generative AI tool. I don't care which one you use. Perplexity. I don't care which one you use. They're all going to give you help. Generative AI is your second brain. Mm-hmm. It is my second brain. I use this thing all the time. Something was happening last night, and I was like, "What is going? Wait! What's going on?" Because when I have an idea, I used to write it down and forget about it. Now I go to ChatGPT and put it in, and I got an instant answer. And I got it saved to when I come back. Okay. I know everybody doesn't work like this, but what I'm saying is the opportunity is there. We can no longer say, I don't understand how to set up a system. I don't understand how to create a market strategy. I don't understand how social media marketing works. I don't understand how to set up an email list. Generative AI will get you started. Now, again, this is not 100% perfect, but it is a starting point. You're sitting in front of a blank page. I need to write War and Peace, blank page. Well, how do I start? You get a start jumping point, and then you investigate. And again, with her, because she's got such a big stage, she can pull out a megaphone and say, I need help with X. 1 million people will jump into her DMs. All she got to do is talk, vet, and go with one.
Yeah.
And let them guide her. And then while they're guiding her, do the education on your own, because Google is free.
Yep.
YouTube is free. And then you tell that person, hey, did you try XYZ? And they go, what's that? That's your cue to get another strategist.
Yep.
These are just things I'm saying is like, okay, I see the brand here. What are you waiting on? Are you waiting for somebody to, knock on your door, which a lot of people do? They're waiting for somebody to knock on the door and say, hey, here's some money. That's not how it works now. She got the content out. She's got the attention. She's got the community. Now it's time to cultivate and fertilize and wait for that crop to grow. And it can grow. And I'm just saying, I'm saying, who doesn't want more money? Who doesn't want more, if she's got a job, she's working a job. Yeah, that's great, but don't you want more?
And this is a season that she's in right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. This is a season of growth and learning and picking up the tool that was placed on the ground before you
Well,
and
I
not
mean,
step over it. Mhm.
what I'm
Mhm.
saying is the season is, we don't know what the next thing on TikTok or whatever is coming up that's going to move her. That season, the indicating that the season has passed.
Right. Because it passed for the ocean spray guy. It has
Hmm.
passed for a lot of people that I talked about in the early days of TikTok because you need a system. And I don't mean you need 50 parts of whatever. You need one thing to get you on the road
Uh, you
to
you know who you talked about before, and this was recent. The pink sauce lady.
oh, well,
Her system was a little wonky, but okay.
it didn't go well for her, but that, again, like I said earlier, you have to, you get the person that has the know-how more than you, but you also study and learn on your own, so that person doesn't take you for a ride like the pink sauce lady. She was unfortunately taken by a ride with somebody who saw the brand, who saw the potential, somebody who had a business mind and said, hey, unfortunately I can take advantage of this person and I can sail off in the sunset, and it may last or it may not, but I'm making money right now. I'm striking while the iron is hot. There are tons of people out there who see that. They either make their own products or they take advantage of someone else. And I'm like, maybe she doesn't want to get taken advantage of. I'm not in her head, but I'm just saying, I see the potential and the possibility, and that Cash App link ain't it.
Hmm.
And so many people, especially Gen Z, is like, they don't want to do email. They don't want the link. Okay, fine. That's like, well, I'm just, money showed up at my door. I said, no, thank you. I have enough. I don't like that. You brought it in the wrong container or whatever, excuse that they have. Because they don't see building an email list as cool or whatever terms they're using. But as a business, I'm like, that's your landline, that's the phone. And did AT&T go down? Was it last week?
Yep.
It was the day they were out. I heard a lot of
Yes.
people say, well, if you had a landline, who
And
would have thought? If you had a landline, and we don't think about those things. So this is what I'm talking about. What systems will save you. It will save you. And it can be a little system. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to build Coca-Cola in a day, but you can start with, hey, would you, sign up for my email list? Because I'm thinking about doing a podcast. I want to make sure that you get notified. Or I'm thinking about doing an ebook. I'm going to do a graphic. She could do a graphic novel. Generative AI, she could make her own images and make her graphic novel. But you don't have to have the answers today, but you want to have the telephone. You want to have the landline so you can call them in a week or two, right? There's so many things she could do. She could do audio books. She could do ebooks. She could teach. She could advise. She could have a podcast. Who was that? Who was that man that had women calling in? Something about high value. I saw some of that, but the person died. But he had a show on YouTube, and people would come into I guess he used StreamYard or whatever tool, and we would bring people on, and they would talk about, how they can't meet a person and blah blah blah, and he would give them advice. Now it was advice that most of that crew, not crew, that cohort didn't like, but what I saw was that he was doing something where he saw a need and he was trying to provide that need. He was doing it in a mean way, but he was doing it and making money from YouTube. But there's also other ways to do it. Like I bring up Club Shay Shay Shannon. Shannon is doing that because he has a cognac line. He also has another show with is it Chad Okochi? He's a football player. They have another show where they talk about sports. Chad, I think that's his name, has a line of cigars.
Right.
So when they did the Cat Williams show, they went and they talked about on their show about how everything sold out. Shannon got orders out the wazoo for his liquor, which
Yep.
he makes, and the other guy makes cigars. Now, you could say, well, if women watching it, they don't want that. But if they have men in their lives, or fathers, or uncles, or brothers, or whatever, those are things that men like. Some men, but they know the male in their life and go, oh, they like cigars. Let me check out this line, which they'd never heard of before. Or let me buy some of this cognac because my father likes it, or my father-in-law. What you buy it? So see that, and that's why people are saying, well, why is he doing a show? Well, probably because he wants to do it, and also he's figured out multiple streams of income. Those little phrases that people like to throw out: passive income, multiple streams. That's what this is. And anybody can do that. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to be a football player. You don't have to be a comedian or whoever. You could do this with the Ocean Spray guy did it. It didn't work out, but he, there was the option there. And now the Risa lady, the who did TF did I marry lady. She's got an opportunity.
Okay, that's it right there. Recognizing that opportunity, and when you got several people asking you about your stuff,
Mm-hmm.
aka 34 million people.
Mm-hmm. She's got her cohort, the people that are in her grouping, they need advice. Do I IG live? I would do it on YouTube because IG's not paying you.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube pays you.
And then she can just kind of steer them whichever way okay, we're going to be over here talking about come to the lounge or come to the
Just saying, YouTube pays you. Her group might be on Facebook. She could have a Red Table Talk type show with a Red Table Talk group. And when that show was popular, that group was really, really, really full of lots of mostly women, but they were in there having conversations about things in their lives, which means they connected. That's what I'm talking about. Connected. So she connected with her group. Now it's time to turn it into a community, which she can do because this, she has this knowledge and experience and has shared it on TikTok. And now here's the wave of things coming. But now it's time to go, okay, let me get a surfboard and ride this wave in, and don't let other people make money off of my content or the way that I tell a story, because she's a great storyteller.
Yeah.
She could do more. She could branch off. But again, you got to have the mindset. You got to, go, okay, what can I do with this? And like I said, yell out help online, and here's a million people stampeding into her DMs. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm getting from this a week later. So what do we think of what's going on with Risa? She has a personal brand. There's the opportunity, but the system will save you.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to have all the moving parts right now. Just the one. Social media, everything has the link in bio. And you tell people to go to that link in bio. And, if she's ready if she's, starting an ebook, she could write one chapter and say, here's the free first chapter. Or just get on because I'm getting ready to do some things and you want to be along with me on the ride. There's several ways to write this. ChatGPT, Copilot, any of these generative AI tools can help her if she doesn't know what to say to get people on the list. Because they want to be there. She's not coercing. She's not saying, baiting and switch. No, they want to be with her. You see the comments. They want to be with her on this journey. And she can figure it out each step, she can figure out the next step. Each step, the next step. It comes when you take that step, she'll see the next step. And if she wants somebody to guide her, there's people to guide her. If she wants that, just yell out help. There's
It's
people
good.
that they do this. So including me. But I'm just saying that this is what I see when I see this. I see other people are entertained by this, and Club Shay Shay and the other things that talk about, oh, long form content doesn't work. That's not true. Or you have to break it up into 50 parts, or it depends on the person. See, with Shannon Sharp, they do the 2 3 hour, and he breaks it up into segments, 10-minute segments, and that goes on his YouTube. So he does the one show, and then there's an editor that comes and cuts that thing up, and they've got like 50 smaller pieces of content that can go on YouTube, on the channel. On They can put it on shorts, they can put it on TikTok, they can put it in Reels, Facebook Reels. They made a big meal and chopped it up into smaller appetizers.
Mm, 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 mm.
So, and there are tools that will do that for you. Like, you don't need an editor. There's what is it? Descript. One of those tools that does it for you. Actually, that's one. There's several other tools that will do it for you. That will take a large, not 2 hours, but it will take a say an hour, and will say, okay, this is where you need to break it up, and it breaks it up for you. And you go, thank you, and you download and post and go about your business. But there are many ways to this. That's why I talk about the spokes of a wheel, arms of an octopus. There's different things, and I know that people aren't thinking about that, but that I feel like that's my job, to tell you, to show you, hey, this is what can be done. And yes, she went viral, but she wasn't viral before that. That wasn't on her mind.
Mm-mm.
She was telling a story, sharing a story with like-minded people, with the followers that she had before the millions of followers. See? So you never know when that shoe will drop, when something will take off. And I've seen other people who don't have millions of followers that have talked about being on. There's a guy I found on Threads. He talked about being on TikTok for a year, and he's shown the progression. He's shown the growth. Like, also on YouTube, he's shown, like, here it is 0, and here it is now a year later. All because he kept doing it. And he doesn't have millions of followers, but he has grown in that year with followers. See? So that's the point we want to take away from this.
Mm.
Systems will save you.
This was tasty.
I expect to hear more from her. As I said, there's a video today I didn't get to watch. So I'm just real interested in the process of, there's not one path. There's not one way to do it. And it's not, go viral and all your problems are solved. No, it's the beginning of new problems. If you're not ready. And that's where the system comes in. And the system can be really simple, really easy, and free.
This is real good. This was very good. So you now know you can reach out to terryjohnsononline.com/info. And we have another comment.
Okay.
Somebody says, faith comes by hearing, and hearing. Going viral comes by posting and posting. Fred, that's good.
And you might post and never go viral.
Hmm.
I mean, I've seen this for years, that people, I want to go viral, and I'm like, but what? Why? When you could, in that time you've been talking about going viral, you could have been posting. Consistency.
Mark has a comment here. So yesterday he talked about how, anyway, he said, I spent yesterday restoring, converting, and uploading podcast episodes after hacker ransom. He talked about this yesterday. And now I have a system in case it happens again.
There you go.
And
I'm sorry to hear that, Mark. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
And Fred is saying going viral is like playing the lottery.
Boom. People, the lottery is $1 billion. Let me spend 100, 200. I'm like, take that $200-$300 and go buy some Apple stock, some Walmart stock, and hold on to it, and you'll get way more. But there's just something exciting about oh, we're going to play the lottery. It's because of the FOMO and missing out. But, we got to look at it realistically.
Yeah,
So
okay.
if you got 200 to throw, if you got $200 to throw away on the lottery, I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not gonna stop you. I'm just here to. Okay, we're gonna talk about what's the lesson here? What's the message here? And I've seen lots of people talking about the mastermind behind. Let's talk about the mastermind. I'm like, there's no mastermind. You just need a system to get some emails and go from there. You don't have to build the house. You don't have to. Just okay. We're gonna start with the blueprint. That's it. That's it. So, good luck to her, and I'll keep my eye on it, and hopefully, some good things come. Good things are coming with it for her. Like I said, she's supposedly getting, talking to BMW about a car, but I would talk about a brand deal.
Yeah,
but that's me.
I think you can make more money with the brand deal, and I can go buy the car that I really want.
Well, she can get both if you work it right. If she talks to Mario Armstrong, he'll tell her how to do it. She could get the car and get the brand deal because they can give her the car. She could use the car to make content to get the brand deal. See,
right?
You gotta think about these things. Gotta think about these things.
Fred asked who we were talking about, and we are talking about Risa Tisa.
Risa Tisa. The TF Did I Marry Later? She had a 50-part series on TikTok that came out last week or the week before.
Yeah,
and it's gone viral where, because she was talking about relationship things and the craziness in her relationship that she married this guy, and she tells the whole story. So she connected with a group of women on her TikTok, and it just kind of went viral from there.
Yeah, she did hit millions. Yeah.
That's and she hit millions of followers, but she put up a video, a recent one where she was saying that, everybody was putting up videos saying that she's making 500K, 800K, and she was like, no, because she wasn't in the TikTok creator fund, and we talked about that at the beginning. So yeah,
right.
Yeah, Fred has some more comments.
Okay, let me see. I have.
Oh, you see?
Yeah, I have. She didn't make this up. Yeah.
Yeah.
He hopes she didn't make this up. No.
She supposedly she has receipts and things, and they found the ex-husband, and he's made videos.
Yeah.
And they found the ex-wife, and she made video. So I don't know. I mean, if it's not real, it will come out. I'll say that.
Mark says, I'm waiting for Oprah to connect with her. It's probably about to happen. Get that system in place now. And because Gail King is already.
Right. So her system would be, and I real quick, because I know we got to go, but this morning Oprah put out her book club pick on CBS show this morning, and they were talking to the author, and they talked about, Gail said, well, how did you find this book? Somehow, because Oprah has a system in place. She has a team that they go out and they find book, however they do it. She said the book was just in her house. Because see, what happens is they bring the book, whatever books they decide, they bring them to the house, and then whenever she reads them. So she happened to read this book today. I forgot the name of it. Something Mama Love or something. I was going to check out. Sounds interesting. But she said the book was just in her house, and she picked it up and read it. And then asked her team, well, who put this here? Nobody knows how the book got in, because she has a system for the books. So the book got in, she read it, she fell in love with it, and it just so happened to be that the author that wrote the book, she has ghostwritten books for other famous people. Like I think they mentioned Desmond Tutu and a couple other people that she's written these famous books as a ghostwriter. So she finally wrote her story. But people are trying to figure out how the book got into Oprah's house. Somebody brought that book in
and dropped it off.
Not on the system. So that's not gonna happen again. Because Oprah's like, well, whoever put this in, she gonna find out who put it in. I'm sorry, but that's a one-time thing. So, but Risa has to write a book. She has to write something. The Many Lives of Mama Love. Thank you, Mark. I'm about to say ask Mark Ward. Thank you, Mark. Yes, that's the name of the book. It sounds interesting. I want to read it. But Oprah said the book just showed up in her house, which it's not supposed to. So, but I'm saying what Risa, she has to write a book. She just can't be viral.
Right. And Fred says she can get branding from Excedrin, liquor companies, ice cream. People eat it when going through stuff.
Yes. And see, the thing I learned from following Mario about, because Mario has a whole course and thing about brand sponsorships and how to get more money. He said you need an email list. That they really they look at email lists versus your
followers,
follower count, because bots and stuff. So they really love it if you have a robust email list. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of Gen Z is like, they don't like it because it's not cool, it's not sexy, whatever reason, and they don't like it. It's a landline phone to them and they don't want to do it. But that's where the money is.
Right.
That's where the money is, in the list. So if you got a 30K list, I saw somebody on social media brag that had 30K. I was like, woo, I love that. But that's what these brands, brand sponsorship corporations are looking for. They're not looking at your likes. They're not looking at your likes and your followers and your views.
Nope.
Those things can be manipulated. An email list cannot be manipulated.
Nope.
You can buy one, but those people aren't going to open or whatever. But they see that as more robust thing to rely on versus social media likes and follows. Those are fickle.
Correct.
Okay, so your email list. That's what I always say. Build it.
And
Yeah,
Fred says that's what he tells his students.
But they don't want. I don't know why they don't want to do it. They're locked into the Instagram and YouTube, TikTok videos, and that's more cool than them. I'm like, okay, but like we said with AT&T going down, could you make a phone call? But if you had a landline, you were good. Email list is the landline. I keep saying it. So yeah, Fred had lots of good comments. Thank you, Fred. Fred says everyone is locked. Here, I'll pull it up. Everyone is locked in on views, likes, comments, shares, engagement. And those are all the wrong things to be looking at. Ownership. What do you own? You own an email list, you own a website. Let me put this back up. Website and email list. Website and emails come off as old. Yes, but they work. We see that. So I don't know. We'll keep doing what we do, and they can keep staying on TikTok. And when something happens, the lights go out, or there's a interruption. What do you do? And it's happened before. So
right.
Okay. So, but that's what that's what we're talking about today. So hopefully you guys are understanding and getting the meat of this conversation. Especially, I like to use examples like Risa Tisa and the Ocean Spray guy. There's a couple other people, but the pink sauce lady you talked about. Yeah.
So yeah. Be sure to follow terryjohnsononline.com/info. Connect with her if you need to get your system set up. She'll be happy to do that. Bizchicks can help you as well, but get your system set up. Get something in place. And like TJ said, it's literally free to do that and to be ready when the virality hits. You'll be ready. Yeah, whatever that word is.
We just made a word, virality.
Yes. Virality hits, you will be ready for your time on stage. So just get with her.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks everybody for all the comments. And that's why I said I wanted to know what everybody thought and think. And this is an ongoing thing. So I'm keeping my eye on it to see what's going on. But she's gotten attention of CBS News, and she's gotten attention of Rolling Stone and I believe Cosmo or Vogue or one of those magazines. So
and because they're going to pick up what's hot, what are people talking about? She's trending, so she needs to capitalize on the trend.
Right, while the iron is hot.
Right. So you can also join Bizchicks by texting Biz to 33777 or just go to bizchicks.net. And we are always here, happy to help you take the hassle out of your hustle. First Monday is coming up. We invite you to, if you're in the Sacramento area, join us for our first Monday event. We're going to see about getting it out online as well. But come on in and check us out, and we'll be happy to help you in any way we can. That's it for Marketing Talk this week. We'll be back next week. And TJ's got a lot more in store, so be sure to tune in. And we will see you next week.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the comments and the interaction. We really appreciate that.
Thank you. We really do. All right. Looking to see you out there in the universe. Talk to you soon.
Bye, everybody.